Cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday, December 9th, 2024. Only 16 more days to Christmas and 15 days until we do our live stream on the Christmas Eve, the 24th, which is a Tuesday. And we're going to start that at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and run it till 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because the spirit of Christmas, St. Nicholas himself, is going to come and hopefully, hopefully myself and the kitty cats, Deja Vu and Moonpie, and of course my beautiful wife Suzanne have all been nice people this year. Hopefully we have, so we will get a few decent gifts. As you all know, our Canada Post has blocked all mail so far. So my parents, my sisters, and my brother, and my cousins, uh, wanted to send us gifts, in the mail, and they can't because Canada Post has blocked everybody down in the United States. I can't believe that a union like that would allow to ruin people's holidays by just saying, I'm not doing this. So, I'm not mailing mail. Anchorman, hello, Scott. Hi, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Today's your birthday? You say it's your birthday. Da 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 da. Hey, it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. Wow, well, congratulations, Scott. It's your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Scotty. Happy birthday to you and many more. Just don't let the door hit your butt when you go out today. And party responsibly and have some fun, brother. Have a lot of fun today. That's great. That's awesome. I'm glad that today you're celebrating your birthday. It's a lot of fun. It is. It is, especially during the holidays, right? During holiday time. Definitely is. Um, this is, of course, just another stream, JAS number 8. I wanted to end it on a even number note because hopefully I won't have to do any more of these if I get bored or something until we reach, our live stream on the 24th. And everybody's invited. It'll be open panel, open chat, I think, for just that one day. Because Canadian Boxing Day, which is on the 26th, 2 days later, is going to be just for specific, PvP. A couple of people I know through Canada will be here. Um, that's going to start, I believe, on noon on the 26th, because I think, yeah, 12 noon, I think, because maybe around 12 noon, 2, 3, I'm not sure, but I know it'll be in the afternoon, because most people will be off that day. So, yeah, and I think PvP is going to be off that day too. Not really sure, but I want to try to get him up here. I want to get, Larry. I want to get Jay, brother Jay. I try to get them up here and and have some fun. That's going to be on Thursday the 26th. And then on Wednesday, on Christmas Day, of course, we'll be there with Raquel, SSG 2211, and Miss Moira, Kitty, and celebrating the holiday. So, because, unfortunately, my wife and I can't go to see our family this year, because of the mileage and, of course, the situation going on with everybody on the fringe of war, and we're all, you know, we're on our pins and needles right now, just trying to figure out what's going to happen next. So, yeah, that's, a lot of things going on. But hopefully there is going to be peace on earth, at least through the end of this month, and at least through until next year. Uh, so. And hello, Brad with oh 07. Hey, Brad. I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Hi, Mikey. Hey, good to see you. Uh, Yeah, popping in for a bit. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to say, uh, yeah, I've been busy. Well, we've been busy too, my friend. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting ready for uh, a massive. uh, what do you call it? Uh, a massive extermination thing from our building.
Preventive measurements.
Preventive measurements, my wife called it, Suzanne called it. Yeah. So that's coming up this coming Thursday. So we're not, believe me, we're not looking forward to that. Because we got to get our cats out of here. Thank God we got carriers for them. And they'll have their blankets, they'll have their little food, things like that, and drink. And we'll be able to get them out of here. Hopefully it's only going to last a couple days. So we'll see what happens. You should check out the song The Customer's Always Effing Wrong. Oh, I will. Yes, I will. Scott, yeah. I know. It's on your channel. I will definitely check it out. Yeah, I will. Don't worry. Um, we just got a lot of a lot of things on our plate right now. So that's why I wanted to do this so we could just get this out of the way, set, and then wait till we get to Christmas Eve. Hopefully. Um, Oh, not on my channel, but it's on some other channel. Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you, Scott. Okay, and it's called "The Customer Is Always Effing Wrong." Okay, sure. I'll check that out. Hey, cool. Yeah, I'll look it up. Definitely. But I do want to say, while I have you gentlemen here, Scott and Brad, I want to wish Merry Christmas to both of your families. Have happy holidays. Um, please have a great New Year next year. Be safe. Be strong. um, watch after your family members, especially, and your friends. Be there for them. Do what you can for the world, at large. Scott says Merry Christmas to me. Oh, thank you to both of us. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Scott. Um, the reason I'm doing this is I do want to mention a couple of sad things. Um, first of all, my wife and I we went to the mall, and we went to see a movie, and had lunch, and things were great, and everything. And here I am with my beard, and everything. I wanted to go and see if Salvation Army had any volunteers available, if I could help them, ring the bell, do things like that. We went down over to where Santa Claus does his thing, and I was very disappointed and dismayed. Um, the guy who was ringing the bell probably was another man we saw after him, I'm not sure, but anyway, the 2 people we saw that were ringing the bell for Salvation Army were not happy. They wanted to be anywhere else but there. Excuse me, anywhere else but there. That was it. Like, they didn't even want to do this, and one of them was even texting. Are you seriously kidding me? You're trying to ring the bell to help others in need through Salvation Army. Even if it's a couple of, 10 cents, 25, whatever. And these people are just going, do, and one of them's texting on his freaking phone. What the F, right? I mean, what, did Christmas just die? Like, being there for others, being there for your family just die? Yeah. Well, I'm telling you. I mean, there was really, oh my gosh. I sometimes after U.S. Thanksgiving, usually when that is gone, in most malls, at least the malls I used to go to, they usually had a long line of kids, right? Just almost out the door. There was no line. The guy who was supposed to play Santa was there, okay? And some of his elves were there. But there was barely any kids. Nobody, like, around him. And it was weird. And I mean, the mall itself was pretty packed. Yeah, right? And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Did me and Suzanne just enter a time warp and where Christmas doesn't exist and it's just a piece of crap to people? I don't know, man. But I gotta tell you, that day I lost all hope. Almost. Okay. But I almost lost all hope for mankind at that point. And my beard here, oh, it's gone. This beard will be gone after the end of this month. Yeah, next year, after I do my big reveal on January 1st, this thing's gone. I'm shaving the whole thing off because that's bull. I wanted to be there for people. I want to be there so I can be there to help people out. I don't care what else is going on in the world. I just, at that point, if I'm doing that for Saudi or any other charity, just going to do like that or whatever, I want to know that I want to be there. I want to help people. And it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. And you could tell the mall in the mood. This is the craziest thing. But Suzanne and I have been to so many strip malls, things during the holiday. You know what that whole deal is. They play music over the music over the thing. They didn't play any Christmas music, did they, babe? I don't remember. But anyway, um, there's barely anything that was on, and these people were still rushing about, going, "Whoa, get out of my way!" Choo, 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 all this stuff. I'm like, holy crap, really? Honestly, right? And I'm not saying anything against foreigners. I understand there's immigrants. I understand they got to be there, to try to put food on the table and do this other stuff. But I swear that a lot of them just had no reason at all to respect anything. They were just pushy, pushy, and everybody was going everywhere. It was just insane. It was just insane. And Brad was says, "Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you and yours." Thank you, Brad. Thank you so much. And hey, Booker414 and Christine. Hello, my friend. Yeah, he says I used to ring the bell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not right. Brad is, yeah. And Anchorman said, "Where were you at?" Well, we were at a place called Scarborough Town Center. It's a big, huge mall. Probably one of the last few malls existing in either, in all of North America, here in Toronto area in Scarborough, Canada. And it was just madhouse. And but there was no cheer in it. You notice that when you have malls like that, or even big stores and things that are packed to the nines, for people to purchase gifts and things like that. But there was no happiness. There wasn't. There wasn't a single happy person. I could tell you on my hands and on my feet there was nobody that was even happy. I even was being kind of polite to everybody that I came across. Both of us did. I was like, "Ugh, ugh." I was trying to say, "Hey, happy holidays," simple happy holidays, or Merry Christmas, or Happy Hanukkah. If you came across a Jewish person, or Happy Kwanzaa if you came across an African American person, or whatever, or African Canadian. I was just trying to be civil, right? I was trying to be nice, and these people just did not want to listen to it. It's like, no. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm just, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Booker says the local Corps around here do not have enough staff or volunteers for daytime kettles. They hire local homeless people who are a mixed bag as far as work ethic. I agree. I agree. But let me tell you, Booger, this guy, two guys were two young teenagers, okay? Young white Canadian teenagers. And they could have been maybe young adults. Maybe they could have been close to their 20s, or I don't know. But both of these gentlemen had no other reason they thought to be there. They said, "I do not want to be doing this." That was in their attitude. It's like even my wife walked up to one of them. He was just, she was just going to give what she had, just a couple of bits of change. And the guy said, like, "Oh, fuck you then," you know? Excuse my language. Sorry. Freak you, frack you, whatever. I mean, come on. Honestly, like, you know, people barely are making it today. People are barely surviving today. There's more homeless on the street now than there has been in the last 10 to 20 years. Honestly, if you look around, you'll see it. Okay? You will see it. It's just in any city you go to, any major city, you see them, right? And if you can't give financially of them, or even a couple, 5 cents or 10, whatever, at least wish them a happy holiday. At least say you're praying for them. At least say you're doing that. Even if you're an atheist, even if you're an agnostic, Just say that you're thinking of them. That, to many homeless people, especially how they're suffering, is the most meaningful thing you could even say to them all year, because it means that people believe in them. If you're thinking of them, then they believe in themselves. They feel like they can get out of the rut and be able to, provide, say, for their family, if their family's suffering, if they provide for themselves, get themselves off their feet and, off their rump and on their feet and get going again. A mere token of kindness said to someone that way means the world to someone like that, that just is going through terrible things. Um, you know, and I get it. I mean, there's a lot of people, I hate to say this, but there were a lot of people we lost this year again. My beloved brother lost his mom. My one of my brother-in-law lost his mom. So my best friend a couple years ago lost her mom, lost her mind, went AWOL. I mean, and we lost a lot of our, content creators through YouTube that we looked up to, mentors. I don't want to go through their names again, but you know who we're talking about. Everybody here, I'm sure, knows who we're talking about. Um, you know, and it's very difficult time. Suzanne and I, we had to make a rough decision, a tough choice to come here together with our cats, live here in a nice, peaceful home. It's not much, we know it's not much, but it is home. It has four walls, it has a covering, and we're happy. We're happy where we are. Now, if we were with our family who were more accustomed to us, we would be back there, 3,000 plus miles down there south, and we'd be with our whole family. But that whole area is completely nuts now, and I wouldn't even recognize it. If I went back to Arizona right now, I don't recognize that state. Nope. Mm-mm. I lived there for 46 years. And I go back now, there's no way I would recognize anything. Nothing. That's just how bad it is. That's just how everything's just gone. It's gone. It's gone. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I had to get this out. I had to get the ranting out because it was just appalling to see. You know, I look forward to a holiday that's happy. My favorite holiday every year is Christmas. Christmas. I love Christmas. I do. I love it when people are giving, when people care, and but they're happy. They're happy with what they do. Even the volunteers, even the people that do not just Salvation Army, but for food banks, for everything else, are supposed to have positive attitudes. They're supposed to feel positive and feel like they're making a difference. And I just don't see that this year. I don't see it anywhere. And it bothers me. It really does. I'd like to be out there, to celebrate with people. Say, hey, happy holiday. Hey, just doesn't happen. Oh, I'm so sorry. For not keeping up on the chat here for a bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I just left off with Booger saying about mixed bag, right. He said, I worked with a guy that inherited a Santa suit as long as he never changed for appearances. He would go to local hospitals and shelters on Christmas Day. Right, Booger. That's what I'm saying. Is that we at one time really cared about our fellow man. Now, no. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Sorry, no. Selfish. Yeah, yeah. Booger says my local mall is on its last legs, but they hire a Santa and have a photo set. That's pretty cool. Uh, Scott says, was this at a restaurant? No, no, sir. This was just in the mall itself, where the spirit of Christmas is supposed to exist. You're supposed to have the music on. You're supposed to. I didn't hear any celebration. There was a few Christmas tunes, but they were intermixed with other music, which I'm sorry, but you're supposed to have complete Christmas music going on. And I did recognize some songs, so that was okay. Uh, yeah, even though the Mariah Carey one, which drives me nuts. Um, you know, but hey, I mean, at least the music was on. But otherwise, everybody was just busy, blah, 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 like busy bees, and nothing. There was no caring. Like nobody. uh, said, "Pardon me," if they bumped into you, if they did all this stuff. Nobody said that. There was no politeness at all. Nothing. Nothing has existed. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to catch up. Yeah. Booker says, sadly, it is the same with lots of charities. Toys for Tots is usually on staffed boxes in office buildings. I remember when it was always two uniform Marines at each box. Right, right, Booker, and no longer. And we did have LDG Free the Net come in. Hello, LDG, my brother. He says, my favorite holiday is National Glad I Woke Up Day. Yeah, good thing I woke up my ass. Right, exactly. Exactly right. Um, Booker said, the older I get, the more people I lose each year. And yeah. And then Booker says, I will be going to a vigil mass tonight and a requiem mass tomorrow for a friend. Thank you, Booker. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, Scott says that, yeah, there are too many lost this year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree totally. Booker says some of the charities chased away their own supporters. Right? Right? Come on, what is going on, man? What the heck is this? I feel like we're in another dimension and it just everything went yeah, Christmas, what's that? Holidays, what's that? Nothing, my friend. Nothing. Um, Brad Wolf says, my dad does the Santa thing for his area. His beard is real, by the way. Kids love him. That's great, Brad. Well, this beard is real. I haven't had a kid come up to me yet and ask me, for any, what will you give me this year, Santa? Or, what can you pass my way? That's really what the kids have been saying. I've overheard a few kids say, what can you give me this year, Santa? I need something, Santa. Can you give it to me? Can you really give it to me? Or do I have to rely on my parents to do it? I heard a kid say that. I kid you not. I was like, what? What? I'm like, oh my God. I'm sorry. Um, As someone who works retail, the Christmas music can be too much, but there should still be Christmas music. Totally agree, Brad. I totally agree. Now, when I worked grocery, okay, the last job I worked was grocery, and I worked retail. The retail party I was with would occasionally play Christmas music, and that was DoubleTree or Dollar Tree. Sorry. When I was working for Safeway, we always had Christmas music on. I didn't mind it. Hey, I mean, well, okay, because it's on a constant loop, right? It's on a satellite radio thing, right? So it's on a constant loop. Yeah, it can get frustrating, get a little bothersome. Yeah, every once in a while. But hey, but like you said, it's Christmas music. You should get into the spirit. It helps you get into the spirit. You know what my favorite Christmas song of all time is? It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams, the original, not remakes, not bullshit after that, the original. And that by bar none is my ultimate favorite because every time I hear it, I'm like, it's wonderful. It is. It's a wonderful time. It should be a wonderful time for everyone. But for some reason, we've lost that. We have totally lost that. Now, I don't, like I say, I don't know if that's due to the situation we all face right now, being on the verge of war. We don't know what's going to happen. People will probably be, drafted again. They'll have to go and shoot, do whatever. I don't know if that's the main reason. It could be a good reason why. But honestly, this most insecure time in our lives, shouldn't all of us be a little kinder to someone? Or to each other or do something in that way, right? But it's all gone. It's all gone. Um, I don't know what else to say really. Yeah, yeah. Um, it's just the way I feel right now. And then of course, this whole thing that's gonna go on Thursday just really sets me off. We have to be outside of our apartment. My cats have never once been outside of our place since we moved in here. They've been with us the whole time. And now they have to go out, we have to go outside downstairs to somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, Scott says, "I'd rather not work retail my whole life." You don't have to, Scott. It's a you know what? Working retail or grocery, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Scott, being that you're still young, a young man, um, working retail or working grocery is not a bad thing. It's a good starter job. If you've always felt like you wanna be interpersonal, with your customers and help them and do whatever, not a bad job to start with. That's how I kinda started myself, into retail and into grocery. Um, it is a good it's a proud job because you love to go there every day, you love to interact with people, intermingle, and especially during the holidays, it's always fun to mix with other people and say hello and do everything. It's very cool. It's very cool, I have to say. Booker says, "I grew up hearing the story that when my grandmother no, grandfather, sorry, got off the ship after World War One, the Red Cross was charging for coffee and the Salvation Army was giving it out for free. I supported them for years, yeah. And hey, it's our lady from the UK, Travel with Lisa MH. Hey, Mikey in chat. Hi, Lisa. Hello, sweetheart. Good to see you. Hope your holidays are going well over there in Great Britain and everywhere with you and yours family. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Um, Booger says, then a couple of years ago, the Salvation Army wanted me to apologize for being white. It was tough to face being kicked to the side like that. I agree. I agree, Booker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, that's terrible. That's bad. Yeah. And hello, Lisa from Brad. And Booger says, I have my entire MP3 playlist switched over to Christmas music, over 200 songs, and I just got two more CDs last night. That's totally awesome, dude. I have uh, of holiday tunes and holiday shows, which I'll start showing after all this crap is done this week, starting into next week. I have over 315 on my playlist. Check it out on MikeySuzeFour. There's one there where it says holiday tunes and music. Um, you know, holiday and movies. I'm sorry, holiday tunes and movies. Check out that playlist. I've got over 300 there. Yes, on our Mikey Sues 4 channel. Check out the playlist. It's a lot of fun. Um, let's see. And Broadwood says, Booker, I feel that something similar happened to me, just not Salvation Army. Right. And Lisa said, thanks, Mikey. A friend just passed away, so I'm a bit sad right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow. Okay. We'll say a prayer for your friend at the end today. Yeah, when we're done with the stream, we'll with the webcam, we'll say it. Yeah. Do you want to say your friend's name, or you don't have to? Lisa, just let me know in the chat. Booger says sorry for your loss, Lisa, and Bradwood says my condolences, Lisa. Yeah, we're sorry, Lisa. Oh, his name is D. Okay, D. So we will say a prayer for D. Uh, towards the end of today. Okay. Yeah. At the end of the webcam. Um, I'm gonna try for an hour. I'll see how far I can go. I really just, like I said, I really just wanted to rant about what's happened with the holiday season, and I'm losing hope. Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's a surety of life, I guess. Yes. Yeah. It is. You don't know one day to the next, right? You just don't know. You try to. I'm sorry. I'm adjusting my toque or skull cap or whatever they call it. Um, just this was made special by Suzanne. This is how talented she is with crochet, with portraits, everything. She did this for me, and I'm gonna wear it until the end of this month. So yeah, including the live streams I do later on this month. So yeah, and whenever you know Gorilla does his cigar lounges, and then of course when he does his Walton streams. I'll be wearing this. So yeah, and well, at least I found out from Suzanne that this building's going to have a full turkey dinner for us in a couple of weeks. So that will be nice. That'll be nice to do. Um, actually, in about 8 days, I think. The 17th, they said they were going to do it. So, yeah, in about 8 days. So that'll be nice. That'd be nice. Um, and Peter says, my friend whose funeral is tomorrow, and well, we'll say prayers for your friend too, Booger, was elderly and may have had dementia. So it is a conflicted feeling, especially as someone who was a priest and educator. Right, right. But you still pray for them. Pray for their soul. Yeah. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. We're all going to be awaiting the final judgment day, you know? We are. And I know we're going to all end up there. So, yes, much love to you, Booger and Christine, for your friend. Also, much love to you, Lisa, for Dee. Hope that they can both attain heaven, and they will. I know they will. And they'll watch over you when they're up there. They become instant angels that watch over you and take care of you throughout the rest of your lives. That's the most important thing to remember. It's important and it does happen. And prayers are huge. Um, and Lisa says, very nice, Suzanne. Oh, she's applauding you, honey, for making this for me. For sure, Booger. Yes, yes, for sure, for sure. Uh, sorry, let me just take a drink of this real quick. Usually when I talk too much, it's like, you know, and then it's in my throat. Oh, man. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, It's the customer's. Okay, it's called Is the Customer Always Wrong? Oh. Oh, is that a question? Is the customer always wrong? Okay. Booker says Father Bob was my chaplain for around 20 years. Wow. You want to hear something ironic, Booger? When I was, working with the Catholic Church, I had a Father Bob Skagen. He was named Father Robert Skagen, and he worked with our church over when we were living in Northeast Phoenix. He was there for us for St. Joan of Arc, a church that we were at one time. And he was the one who actually married me and my first ex-wife together in a Catholic church, which was St. Thomas the Apostle. And then I kind of lost sight of him. He was working over on the west side of Arizona. He was over in a parish over there in Glendale, and I think he was also working on a res on a one of the native reses there in Arizona too, working in a church there. So yeah, Father Skagen was a wonderful man. I believe he's still alive. I don't know why I said was. He is a wonderful man. Um, I'm sure my parents will let me know, um, for sure, if he's passed away or something has happened to him. They'll let me know right away because um, we did lose I did lose two very important fathers to me. One, his name was Father Al Horman. He was my freshman Catholic high school instructor. Very well learned man. We lost him some time ago. We also lost a bishop. His name was Bishop William Gomes, Gomes. He came from India. He was very well learned and very uh, compassionate and very happy always to be around, um, you know, the people in the parish and the people in the church and everything. Well-rounded man. Um, Lost him. There was yeah, there was a lot of losses we suffered. Yeah, I read in his obituary that he traveled to Toronto everywhere to visit friends. That's cool. That's very cool. Uh, my parents know a priest that came from Toronto. We went Suzanne and I went to his parish to visit his church. Nobody was around that day, but we kind of went there and saw it and everything. So yeah, yeah. We've been there too. And Booger says every year, not everywhere. Oh, okay. Every year, right. Hey, he sounds like he was a really good man, Booger. He does, Brad Wolf. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Now Scott was asking me, is the customer always wrong. You know how I go by it there, Scott? I always say that I went by the rule where it said number one, the customer is always right, and number two said if the customer is wrong, always refer back to number one. That's how I learned it. Okay, that's kind of the mainstay prophetic. I don't know policy. Any grocery store it goes by, they always say the customer's always right, but we know sometimes they're completely wrong. And that's what it tells you in the second rule is if you think they're wrong, go back to number one. Yeah, 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 right. The customer is always right in matters of taste. Brad Wolf's got a good point there. Otherwise, they're usually wrong. LOL. Yeah, sure. Matters of taste. That means, and also to add to that, Brad, not just matters of taste, but uh, matters of consistency. Okay, most customers that will treat you right will always consistently be there for you. They'll defend you. If there's anything going on, they'll take care of you. They'll try to give you a tip, but you can't accept tips from them. So you tell them politely. But, another time, if I'm not working, if I'm off the premises of the job or whatever, if you want to give me something out of the kindness of your heart, I won't turn it away. I won't turn it down, and that's usually how it works. Yeah. And Jeff B. Hi, Jeff B. Brother Jeff B. Welcome. Hi, Jeff from Brad Wolf. Hi, Monday morning, Mikey and all. Hello, Jeff. Great to see you, my friend. And Jeff B. Happy holidays to you and yours. Hope you have a good Christmas and good New Year and everything. And Connie Cleary, our sister and bird woman of YouTube. Morning, everyone. Hello, Miss Connie Cleary. It's good to see you, sweetheart. And same for you, Connie. To you and yours. Happy holidays. Hope everything goes well for you. And Jeff B says the customer's always right until proven wrong. That's a good point. Jeff B, I think, you know what, Scott? I think he just answered it for you, Anchorman. Yeah. Yeah. The customer's always right until they're proven wrong. Correct. That makes more sense. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Definitely. In all the years I've worked, I know. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, it does. And Connie says, "Morning, Mikey. Uh, Good to see you too, hun. Happy holidays." Oh, thank you, Connie. Yeah, we're right now. It's snowing and 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, I don't believe in the Celsius thing up here, kid. I'm not a metric man. Don't ask me to be metric. No. Yeah, sorry. I had to kind of go crazy there for a minute. Connie says, "Morning, Jeff. Brad was his customers in regards to consistency can tell when products qualities do dip, right? Maybe not from A to B, but when it goes from A to G, they will know and they'll let you know. Yes. So taste and consistency go together. Good points there, Bradwood. Thank you. Thank you. Brad says hi to Connie. Yeah, you guys are great. We got 5 likes and we got 9 people in the chat. Wow. All right. You guys don't mind seeing my crazy ugly face here for a half hour, maybe another hour at most, maybe. Yeah, that's fine. Um, let's see. Brad says, "Sorry, Mikey, that may have been a bit garbled on my part." Oh no, no, it's okay, sir. It's okay. Kinda says, "Hi, Brad." Booger says we had to learn metric in elementary school. Got most of it. Yes, brother. Exactly. Exactly. Um, I don't even know why I memorized metric tables, things like that. I don't know why I did that. Now, Bernadette, who's one of my sisters, is really good at that. She's good at math. So, she knows the metric system. She can do that. My other sister Liz, maybe. Well, yeah, no, my sister Liz is good too because she works for a bank. So, yeah. And then my brother, well, my brother, he's like me. We're not mathematical geniuses by any stretch. No, no. No, we're more into history. Like he does art history, English. I do regular history, business, stuff like that. But yeah, no. I get into the more logistics of business. I am not into the financial parts of business. I'm into more logistics. What stores are going to survive? Which ones are going to go under? I know the patterns. I read them. I see them. So, you know, yeah, it's crazy. Um, Brother Booker says, I think in the 1970s, teachers thought we were going to switch to metric any day now. That's what they thought. Yeah, well, that didn't work, did it? Brad says, Booger, we will switch any day now. Just you watch. Cue the Twilight Zone theme. Yeah. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, exactly. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The original. The original with Rod Serling. None of this Forrest Whitaker crap. Come on. We go original, okay? That's what we're doing. We're original. We're OG, man. Absolutely. Oh, man. Oh, I have seen Suzanne and I have seen so many good shows go by the wayside, movies that are being recreated as sequels with no originality, no creativity, no good writing skills. It's appalling. It is absolutely disgusting. There's nothing to watch anymore. I mean, there's a rare occasional thing that might come out and it might look decent, and we've seen it. But I mean, otherwise, there just isn't anything really. I mean, you know. And Jeff B says we like to pretend we don't know metric, but what engine size is in your auto? You're right, in your automotive, right? Rod Sterling had gravitas. He did. Yes, he did, Brad. Booger says, I love visiting historical places. Last week, I was in Boston briefly and stopped at the Boston Massacre site and the Boston Tea Party site. Oh, wow, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that there is some very historical landmarks all around New England. Yeah. And that's where one of my gal friends lives in the Boston area. Yeah, she's a very nice person. Yeah. And Booger says some of the Twilight Zone reboots have been okay, but none ever seem to succeed. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Yeah. And you know what? It's not, let me say something right up straight about Twilight Zone. It's not that they're not trying. They are trying. But see, the thing is, when you have such a good classic series like that, and then everybody's gone because there's nobody left from, except for Shatner, who's, 90 something years old, but and there's probably only a few others that are still breathing here and there. But when you had such a great classic series like that, and then you try to remake it with Forrest Whitaker going, come on. I mean, come on. You know, there are certain series, and even Suzanne will agree with me, there are certain series that should never have been touched, never been remade, never been done. When it was done, should have been done, right? Now, Star Trek, for whatever reason, is still going on. And I don't know why, because I think they should have stopped after Picard. That's just me, I think they should have stopped after that. But they're going to keep going. Star Wars, they just put out Skeleton Crew. No, not a fan. No, no, sorry, sorry. Until you fix these two franchises, Star Trek and Star Wars. No. Yeah. And Brad says that's pretty cool, Booger. Yeah. And Booger says, I remember the one from the 80s with no live narrator, music by the Grateful Dead, and of course, the Blue Wrench episode. Yes, right. So you didn't have any narrator. You didn't need Forrest to come in and do stuff. I'm sorry. If I'm picking on Forrest Whitaker, and if you folks are fans of him, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pick on Forrest. That's not my way. I don't like doing that. But you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm talking about. And even Night Gallery, when Serling did Night Gallery, boy, that was cool. I mean, Twilight Zone, Night Gallery. The man was a genius. Yeah, He did some great shows back then. Booker says Star Trek should have stopped after TOS. I'm starting to get into the the company of thinking that are saying that TOS should have been it. There shouldn't have been anything else after that. But granted, I want to say that TAS, the animated series, was good. I liked it. TNG after that, then you had Voyager, you had DS9, you had Enterprise. Okay, in my honest opinion, every series that and the spin-offs, every series that occurred up to 2005 when Star Trek Enterprise with Bakula and the rest stopped, that was it for me. So next year will be 20 years that Star Trek basically after Enterprise sucks. Every single uh series after Enterprise. 20 years all suck. That's just me. But yeah, Skeleton Crew is destined to be the heir to the Ewok TV movies. Those were terrible, Booger. Did you? I even watched one of those Ewok TV movies partly. It was terrible. It was terrible. Oh my God, man. Oh, well, I didn't know that. That's okay. Thank you. Wow. Thank you for telling me. Yeah. Oh, of course. And Booger says I consider TAS part of TOS in many ways. I do too. I do too. Okay. Let me explain. Okay, let me explain my thinking on this. Now, what you should do is watch all of Star Trek Enterprise, like I said, with Scott Bakula and Connor Trinneer and all that. What and yeah, and watch that first. Okay, watch that first. Then just go right to TOS and watch. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, Enterprise. Okay, then go to, uh, you know, go to yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, that's right. Sorry. Okay, sorry. My brain's not thinking today. Okay, so Enterprise, then TOS, then TAS. Okay, then go to uh the fan-based films that James Cawley did, which was supposed to be phase two, which he calls New Voyages, and those are considered officially season four. Okay, so go to Cawley's fan films. Then, when you finish with his fan films, go into uh, Vic Minona's Star Trek Continues. Go through all 11 episodes. When you're done with that, it leads right to Star Trek, the motion picture, with the original cast of TOS. Go through all six of their movies. Okay? All six. Then, after the sixth one, go to TNG. Watch TNG. Then, when TNG's done, you go right to the TNG films. Watch those four films, including Generations, which would be the fifth, I guess, technically. Um, and so go through that. And then when you're done with Nemesis, with Star Trek Nemesis, then what you do is you go to DS9 first, then go to Voyager. Okay. Voyager will be your last. Because then, if you have any interest at all in the Jar Jar Abrams, reboots, do that last. And then just do those three films as the last thing you do. That should be the correct chronological order. That is how everything should go. That's like I say, in my honest opinion, that's what I've seen. That's the way I'm going to follow it. That's how I'm going to go through stuff. So, And when does Galaxy Quest come in, Mikey? Well, Galaxy Quest is the unofficial 14th film. I guess you could throw that in right after Star Trek 6 The Undiscovered Country. Would that be cool? Yeah, you could throw that in right there. That'd be cool. Yeah, right after number 6 with the original crew. That's when you could throw Galaxy Quest in. Sure. Uh, Booger says Enterprise is kind of a bridge between good and bad Trek. Mostly a good cast, some decent stories, but visually much more like TNG than TOS. I agree. I agree. But don't get me wrong. See, I liked Scott Bakula and Dean Stockwell in Quantum Leap. I really did. So when they brought them back together for an episode in Enterprise, I thought that's awesome. And they did well. And I mean, I'm a huge Scott Bakula fan. I always have been. Really like him. And I think he was like, I think he made a great Captain Archer. And Jolene Blaylock as T'Pol. Wow. Yeah. I mean, good looking Vulcan lady there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I understand. I mean, I understand that most of these other, series that I mentioned, uh, had to have a woman that was eye candy, right? Like Voyager had their 709, right? Jerry Ryan, right? TOS had their Nurse Rand, or I'm sorry, Rand, and then they had, the nurse for a while, played by Majel Barrett, and you had the good-looking Nichelle Nichols. Let's be honest, she was good. Uhura. She looked good. Um, I could go on, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like, you had to have your form of eye candy there. That was necessary. If you didn't have that, you weren't keeping the attention of a majority of men, obviously. And then, like the women, especially the ones that were inspired by Nichelle, right? The African American ladies and stuff. I thought that's great, and that encouraged them. And I thought that's wonderful. And the ladies that were in the other series weren't taking no gumption from anybody. It's like, hey, I'm a woman, I'm independent, and I'm doing my job here on the ship. So I don't know where you're coming from, but you better be nicer to me. You better be more polite. And I say, hey, I like that. I enjoy something like that. And Booger says after Generations, watch the new Toy Shorts. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for including that, Booger. Yes. Yeah. No, no, that's good. Regeneration. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I've got them. I downloaded them. Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, I like that. Bradwood says bring a pillow and a barf bag for some of TNG season one. It got better consistently later. Well, Brad Wolf. Yeah. Well, okay, but did you ever expect an episode named Conspiracy to like really get you going, and then like whoa, and then you get you into season two? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Booker says I liked Enterprise. I think it was the start of ignoring what went before, at least visually. Later on, Jar Jar would extend that to plots and characters. Right. That's right. That's right. Connie says, "Hey, Booger," and Booger says, "Hey, Connie." Um, yeah, we're getting close to shutting down here, folks. I think we'll go about the hour, a couple minutes after, and then we'll be done. So let me go ahead and say the prayer first for Lisa's relative D, and also for Booger's uh, father Bob, who passed. So let me take my toque off here. There we go. So in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, dear Lord, please watch over the souls of Father Bob, Booker 414, and Christine's father, who is joining you in heaven, as well as travel with Lisa MH, friend D, relative. May they both uh, come to your side, Lord, and watch over others that are here on earth until the final judgment day, when we all come together and we know um, what our fates will be, and we'll be there in confidence and in happiness and eternal peace. And so may they all reach eternal peace. Everyone we've lost this year, everyone that's passed on, we all say the most wonderful prayers that they are finally resting in peace comfortably and in heaven, with all the angels and with the Lord and his beloved Son, Jesus Christ. the most blessed Virgin Mary, and of course the Holy Spirit to watch and guide over all of us. So, with all this, we pray, Amen and Amen, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and may everyone have happy holidays this year, whether this month, whether it's Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, um, and just happy holidays. And just hope that everyone enjoys where they are. Be thankful every day that you awake, that you're there next to your partner, uh, and that you have your family still with you, even though they may not be close to you mileage wise. It's always good to know they're in your hearts, they're in your minds, they're in your thoughts, and that's the most important thing. So please make sure that all of you enjoy your lives. Please be safe next year. Hopefully, everyone will have a happy new year 2025. And hopefully, this world will achieve peace. So, thank you. Thank you. Um, let's see. Let's catch up a little bit before we go. Booger says, I have seen some edits of the toy shorts. I put them all together, and it seems to me it'll be a bigger project than Kirk. I agree. Travel with Lisa has some prayers up. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Brad says, my prayers for all mentioned and those who need it. Thank you. Yes, all the homeless everywhere around the world, for sure. Connie says, hey, Travel. Um, Travel says, or Lisa says, hi, Connie. Brad Wolf says, amen. Lisa says, thank you, Mikey. You're welcome, sweetheart. Of course. Connie says, thank you. Booger says, amen, and thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. You're welcome, my brother. So let's thank everybody that's been here. We have Booger414 and his lovely wife, Christine, that joined us today. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out Booger on future chats and live streams. He's a wonderful man, and his wife a wonderful person, and they're a wonderful couple. And they do cosplay. So when you see him in future chats or live streams, hey, ask him. What was your favorite cosplay character to play, and then and then Comic Cons you go to and everything. So yes, please check him out. Oh, cool, Booger. Okay, Christina's at work. Well, hopefully she's having a good day at work, and took the day off. Very cool. Yeah. So we'll thank Booger. We'll thank Miss Connie Clary, the bird woman of YouTube, we call her. She's got two channels. She has this regular one she's on right now, and she's one of our best managing moderators to this channel, MikeySuzeFour. And she has Fluff Chick Productions, which has great bird videos and shorts there. So check that out. She has a lot of fun there, and maybe it'll make you feel better about the holidays. Maybe if you take a look at that, so cute, and all the birds and everything. Maybe it'll help you. We'll see. Also, I want to thank Travel with Lisa MH, who's there in the UK. We love you, Lisa. I'm sorry about your loss, and Booger, I'm also sorry about your loss. And hopefully, uh, both of you will be able to recover, get through it okay, and then have a better year next year with the family and everything. Brad Wolf07, who is one of our best friends that we still know, that came from Jet Nerdy. Uh, Brad Wolf, if you ever get a chance and say hello to anybody over there in Jet Nerd, just say I miss them. I miss everybody that's there. Um, Maybe someday they'll let me come back, but that's John DeMarco's choice, not mine. So just just let him know, okay, that I'm thinking about everyone. Brad says, my brother sent me a video how a Star Trek fan gets traffic violations without a car. I'm about to check it out. Okay. All right. And let's see. So we said, yeah, Booger, Lisa, Connie, scrolling. Right. Take that, gorilla. Yeah, big ape. No, I love you, brother. I hope you and yours are doing a great happy holidays yourself. If you get to rewatch this. Let's see. Scrolling. All right. We want to thank Jeff B. You and yours, Jeff B. Have a great happy holidays, okay? And also Anchorman, our friend Scott. Scott, hope you and your family have a wonderful happy holidays this year. The rest of this year and a great 2025. Okay. We had LDG Free the Net. Thank you, LDG, for being here, my brother. Hopefully you can get your Prometheus off the ground. Let us know when that's up and running. Uh, Hopefully, maybe start of next year, that'd be great. Let us know, okay? Keep us informed. Let us know what's going on. And you, LDG, have a wonderful holiday season this the rest of this month and a great 2025 next year. Okay. And let's see. Okay. You you ladies and gentlemen have been wonderful to each other in the chat, and both me and Suzanne sincerely appreciate that. We love that you guys are so cordial and and so compassionate, so wonderful to one another, and no animosity. And we do appreciate that. We do. We love it. Okay, Brad Wolf and yep, and Anchorman. I said them all. Okay, okay. And Jeff P is giving out the peace and the Christmas and Frosty the Snowman. That's awesome, Jeff P. Thanks. Thanks for all those emojis. That's very cool. Great to the season. Okay, so we had 7 likes today. Adding myself, my wife, probably be up to 9, maybe 10. We'll see how that goes, but that's fine. We love all of you, and we appreciate all of you for being here. And Brad says, have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. I wish you the best of luck with your preemptive measures, Mikey and family. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We will do well. Thursday will not be a problem. We will handle everything. You know what? If you want us to do a future webcam, in fact, I'll probably just do one on Friday, just let you folks know what happened and see what's going on. I can do that. I can let you folks know what's happening. Um, but as you know, we have 3 for this channel. We have 3 live streams coming up on Christmas Eve, Boxing Day on the 26th, and New Year's Eve on the 31st. Now, the Christmas one, I hope to start at 4 p.m. Eastern. Times might change, so I'm going to let you know that in advance, because that is still 15 days away. So I'll let you know if anything changes. Okay, but we're trying to start at 4 p.m. Eastern and go to 10 o'clock that night. It's going to be a 6-hour stream. So we'll see what happens with that, and see how many characters we can get up there and have some fun. Just have fun. That's what it's all about. Also, uh, Canadian Boxing Day. I don't know the time yet, so I'm going to say time to be determined. Because it's the day after Christmas, and I've got the special, like I said, with Raquel and Moira. So, I may not be able to get up until later that day. I might be sleeping in or something. I'm not sure how long their Christmas celebration stream's going to go, but it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. And then on the 31st of December, I want to try for a start time. This is what I want to try for. I want to try for a start time of 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, because I feel like everything is 3 hours behind us over there in the East Coast or in the West Coast, and we have 2 hours behind us over in the Mountain Time Zone, and Hawaii is on the same time zone as Mountain. That's kind of cool. Arizona and Hawaii don't believe in the daylight saving time, so their own time is what it is, and so we're gonna go by that, and then that covers most of the you know Asia and everything else. We want to hope to have Sashi, who is our friend from Malaysia. We want him to come on, and we can do immediately a Happy New Year for his country, because he is about 12 or 13 hours ahead of us. He's the future man. He's the time traveler. Yeah. So, yeah, we want to have him to come up. That would be fantastic. Um, yeah, so we're shooting for 8 p.m. start time, and then we're going to go to about 2:30 p.m. or a.m. Sorry, January 1st. Those are the times we're hoping for. Now, if anything changes, folks, I will certainly let you know ahead of time. I'll just do a quick little, webcam here and say, "Oh, okay, we got changes to what's coming up and everything." But as for now, they're not set. They're not set in stone. But I mean, those are the times we've got going on and everything. So take care of that. Yeah. And Lisa says, "Take care, all. Stay safe. You too, honey. You too, Lisa. You and yours. Please stay safe, have fun out there in the UK. And like I said, next year we hope to run into you. Yeah, we could do a live stream, the three of us. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Let's see, and then what else is going on? Okay, and then finally, like I said, this will be yeah, I hope this will be the last webcam I do this month. This JAS, Just Another Stream. I've done 8 of them. I can't I don't think I can do any much more than what I said today. Um, but there is a big reveal on the 1st of January, which is Wednesday, and time to be determined on that, but it's just gonna be a webcam, and I'm just gonna go and let you folks know what's happening and what's going on for the future of this channel and where we're going from there or from here to there, So all of you will know what's happening going on. And again, 5 people watching, that's totally cool. Thank you so much. So, in the great words of Gene Siskel, that awesome critic from Siskel and Ebert do the movies. No, not Richard the Fat Man. No, sorry. Couldn't resist. Anyway, the aisle is now closed. Thank you everyone for being here. We really do appreciate you joining us today. I know you have busy schedules. I know it's the holidays, but again, all of you 7 wonderful people that hit the like button for us, thank you again. Everyone that's still here, 5 people, that's totally awesome. Um, the next time I think I'll see you folks will probably be before we do the live stream on Christmas Eve. Uh, you might see me around on Gorilla's Cigar Lounge. I think Larry, my friend from Beers of Adventures, wants to do a special holiday watch party on National Lampoon Christmas Vacation with Beverly D'Angelo and Chevy Chase. So that should be a lot of fun. Um, and I believe, yeah, my friend Charlotte Nightstar, the werewolf, we just did 2 movies this past weekend. We did The Thing on Sunday, and let's see, what was the other thing we did Saturday? Oh my gosh, yeah, we did. Wow, I just forgot what we did this last Saturday. Anyway, well, we did 2 different movies, but we did The Thing on Sunday, and that was a lot of fun. That was great times. Yeah, good times on that. So, but she does that every other week, so every 2 weeks she does. She's doing some special stuff for us on the 21st and 22nd, and on the 22nd, I believe my wife said we're doing a special turkey dinner or something's happening. Um, and then they're having a celebration on the 17th, so we have a couple things here in real life that are going on. Some wonderful gatherings, I hope, considering what's going on lately. So say prayers for us here, that everything goes well, that we get through this, and then we can, move on and just keep going. And so take care, everyone, and of course, peace from MikeySuzeFour. And once more, God bless you all. God bless America, and God bless Canada, and of course, God bless the world. And as my favorite friend Larry says, be yourself. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time on Mikey Sues 4. And thank you all for being here. Happy holidays.